You see, the scientist said the bumblebee couldn't fly. She lacked the wing beats per minute or the necessary size, but the bumblebee in her ignorance proved him wrong. She knew that she could fly because she'd flown all along, and now imagine if she'd listened to the man, she might have stopped, given up on the spot, tucked her wings in and dropped. So don't ever let someone tell you what you can't do, because just because it's proven doesn't mean it's true. The bumblebee bumbled. Loving her life, she hums as she flies. The bumblebee fumbled, clumsily stumbled from flower to flower. The bumblebee tumbled, tore through the sky, pulling corkscrews and dives, and then the bumblebee mumbled, crumbled in front of the queen and her power. The bumblebee grumbled something explicit, discovered she belabored a gimmick, and then the bumblebee rumbled, desperate to eat that nectar so sweet. The bumblebee humbled her critics, silenced all things scientific, and then the bumblebee jumbled her speech. She didn't care because in the air she was free, because she was a busy bee. Loved to fly to flowers and visit trees, deliver seeds efficiently, more so than inner breeze, intricate, intimate, meticulous, auxiliary, and gather more honey than any Sook MC. You see, ever since she learned to fly, she'd earned her stripes, despite the words of hype from learned types. Suppressed the urge to fight or turn and hide into she jumped for sky and birds up high. Her confidence was soaring. She saw scientists as boring, the sort of people she should be ignoring because they made no sense. At least no sense as sweet as pollen, even centimeters from her. They depended on their drawings and they'd rather follow their charts than follow their hearts. If they saw a bee leave, they still believed their graphs. They preferred facts and figures to bees waxing figure, but she begged to differ as she flew past and laughed. Now meet the scientist. His aim in life was to try and dismiss any hypothesis he deemed preposterous. When asked why he never swallowed his pride, he replied, "That's obvious, it wouldn't fit down my esophagus." Not quite the optimist, more like the opposite. Less likely to be living in a bubble than popping it. He had, "Hey, believe everything I say," fever. Polynosis when close to the anomalous, taking measurements, making experiments, accumulating evidence. His brain contained considerable cleverness compared to his intelligence. So busy with bees in the room, he forgot the elephant. And his foolproof was foolproof, except for the truth. And if the bumblebee had read his report, she'd have agreed she was too heavy, therefore she'd never be airborne. But ignorance is bliss, and that begins with a bee. So this one is for the bees in the hives living lives of aviation. The ones who survive and help survive through pollination, the ones that thrive in those sticky situations with their flocky knocky knee hilly pillification. They are doing what they're doing for the buzz. Not for love or money, moving and maneuvering above. If the weather's sunny, proving to the humans their conclusions are confusing and unusually refusing to budge. This is for those who are being themselves and who believe in themselves. You see, the bee in themselves and set it free in themselves. You know that even though it's difficult, life is full of miracles, and true happiness never came from being cynical. The bumblebee, forever looking for something sweet, overcoming tumbleweed but holding on to some belief in summary. This is for those that stay summary, and there will be bees to come, whatever comes to be. Because the scientist said the bumblebee couldn't fly. She lacked the wing beats per minute or the necessary size, but the bumblebee in her ignorance proved him wrong. She knew that she could fly because she'd flown all along, and I imagine if she'd listened to the man, she might have stopped, given up on the spot, tucked her wings in and dropped. So don't ever let someone tell you what you can't do, because just because it's proven doesn't mean it's true.